Well, folks, today was a bloodbath. Are we okay? Are we good? Do we need a tissue? Okay, there's always tomorrow, folks. There's always tomorrow. Always tomorrow. Can we get a Green Day tomorrow? That's what we want. Because today was no fun. Today was no fun. Well, depending on what you were holding. Now, my holdings, my energy sectors, they hurt. It's actually the worst performing sector for a while today on the market. Looks like communication and maybe your IT type, sectors were performing pretty well. But mine, I didn't do well. SNDL, Sundial. I mean, a lot of excitement with Sundial last night. I mean, up to $4.50 in the post market. And then today, I mean, as soon as that bell struck 8:30, bloodbath. So anyways, let's talk about AMC. It looks like we may have found some resistance finally on AMC. I still wouldn't dive in on it quite yet. This could be a temporary resistance level. Let's look at AMC. Get this glare out of here because that is just horrendous. Okay, so AMC have dropped 19 cents today. But here's where I was talking about this resistance. So we have, this is a 5-day chart here. So I mean, we can go back further so we can see this roller coaster as it was falling. So there was a slight, after the $15 inflation, of course the bottom fell out, looks like, in the middle of opening bell on February 2nd, the bottom fell out. And it kind of gained a little bit of support, and then it was slowly bleeding for the past 3 or 4 days. But it looks like, at least in the last 48 hours, there appears to be some sort of resistance level here. So, is 560 the bottom? Have we reached the bottom of the barrel? Well, maybe. Time will tell, but there's definitely been some resistance here over the last 48 hours of it. Seems to be holding pretty strong between the 550 to the 565 range. Is that resistance level going to hold? I don't think it should, because like I said, I still think AMC's actual fair share value, it's probably around the $3 mark. But again, fundamentals, the actual, profits from the company isn't by today's standards the true makeup of the company. It's just, are we pumping money into it, or are we pulling back? So at this resistance level, I mean, it's maybe this is a new temporary low. Maybe this is where it bottoms out. Very interesting. We look at the BA size right now. There is it's pretty even. 5,500 shares are being bought, 8,900 being sold in the after hours. We had a day's high today of 585, a low of 547. So it was again, it's hovering around this 547 being a low, 585 live. It ended the day kind of smack dab in the middle. So maybe this is the floor. Could be the floor here. We can really maybe think it's the floor if we have a similar reaction tomorrow, or maybe it'll go up. But I think we actually are probably going to stay pretty flat for a while. That's my indication, flat to dropping. And actually, I believe yesterday was actually a green day for AMC. I didn't follow AMC yesterday. I was caught up on Sundial. So that's what I see. I see a little support. All right, now let's talk about what I did today. Ooh, jeez, this is when you just have to look at this. My company's dropped $405 today. I had an opportunity to sell. I had an opportunity to sell CEI yesterday. I was in at $1.76, and this sucker was up over $2. Opening bell, close of bell yesterday, and unfortunately now I'm only up $119 on these shares. It was around $500 this morning. I didn't cash out. But what I did do, I did own 2,024 shares. I actually did sell 500 shares of CEI today for $1.90 a share, and just a little over 1,000. And I was actually going to put it somewhere else in a company called SDPI. I had this labeled as hot stock, but once I did sell that, apparently my funds weren't immediately available. As you see up here, cash and cash alternatives, 1,042. So, I was ready to dive in this sucker. SDPI was, it was $1.21 a share, and it looked like it had some promise today. I thought I was going to, But after I sold my 500 shares of CEI, just to keep, I wanted to keep, 2 feet and 1 arm still in CEI. Just trying to get back to it's such a volatile stock. This thing can go up, this thing can go down, but I'm in at $1.77. So overall, I'm still in the green in this company. But yeah, so anyway, so my cash didn't settle, so I wasn't able to dump, my funds into SDPI, which I labeled hot stock, which, come to find out, was a good move that I didn't buy it, because I was actually going to jump in, like I said, at $1. I think at the time when I was going to execute the sale, it was $1.21 a share, and I believe it actually finished at $1.15 a share. So it turned out to kind of be a good move that my funds are frozen. I do expect them to clear in the morning. Then I'm going to have an opportunity, and I'm not sure. It all depends, really. What direction is CEI going to go in the morning? It's supposed to be earnings. Earnings are supposed to come in tomorrow. If it's not confirmed, but that is their earnings date, but it's nothing confirmed here. Now, what's going to happen with that is it's hard to really imagine any of the energy sectors have really, exceeding the expectations of their earnings. So if they don't meet their earnings expectations, I do expect CEI to plummet, probably 20 to 25 cents lower than this. Probably fizzle out around 150 if they don't meet their earnings. But now, for some reason, if they beat their earnings, this could be fantastic. This sucker could jump, up to $2.30 a share, and you better believe at that point I am going to pull that trigger. Also, my other investment, the other energy sector, KOS. I had an opportunity to sell this as well yesterday, and at opening market, as it was up to $2.88. I was only in at $2.80, so come to find out, I would have been better off just taking my profits and running, but I didn't. I held on to it, and now at the close of the market, it has dropped all the way to $2.78, which leaves me now down $28.78 in this. So, yeah, but it wasn't the companies that let you down today. The market was overall flat and red, and depending on, it really didn't matter which energy company you owned, because overall the energy sector was down. So these weren't bad moves by me or bad companies or show any delinquency of these companies. It just so happened that the energy sectors were down, so the energy sectors were down, so they dropped. I didn't know they were going to be down today. If I would have known that, I would have sold yesterday while they were the leading sector out of all these sectors. But I didn't. So anyway, so that's my plan. So that's what I did today. So I did take a hit, but I did at least sell 500 shares of CEI for $1.90 share. I actually finished out. What did I do when I sold $500? I actually made $66 profit off my selling the 500 shares. So hey, just hey, there was a little bit of light on that day. So I mean, if CEI drops a little bit in the morning, I may just go ahead and reinvest that and just kind of treated that sell today as a little swing trade. But we'll see. Yeah, like I said, fingers crossed. Everybody cross your fingers. Fingers crossed. Green day tomorrow. All sectors. Right? That's what we want. All sectors. Whew. That was rough. Right? That was rough. This video was rough. Right? Have to confess, have to come through and talk about it. It was a brutal butt-kicking day. But remember, you only lose if you sell while you're down, right? Just because my account, lost $400 today, I didn't technically lose. It's dropped $400. I didn't sell. Not throwing in the surrender tag or the surrender flag, right? I'm not panicking. Don't panic sell, right? You can't panic sell if you're in bad companies, right? Feel good about my investments, and hopefully tomorrow will be a different outcome. So if y'all wouldn't mind, please hit that like, subscribe button, and y'all follow my adventure as the venture continues, right? Y'all have a good night. Thanks for tuning in.